Hi guys, this is Malinki. Welcome back to my channel Voice of Malinki. Today we will talk about locomotion of protozoa. And if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel. And if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So protozoa perform locomotion by different organelles: Pseudopodia, Flagella and Cilia. So first is Pseudopodia. So if we consider this picture, the cell consists of protoplasm. And what is protoplasm? So protoplasm is made up of cytoplasm, this is the nucleus, and different other organelles. And this protoplasm has two parts. The outer part is called ectoplasm and the inner part is called endoplasm. And this is the plasma membrane. And this cell is actually naked because it has only plasma membrane. But some cells have an extra membrane like structure that is called pellicle, which is found outside the plasma membrane. So pellicle is found outside the plasma membrane. So protozoa are of two types: naked, who have only plasma membrane, and non-naked, who have pellicle. So what is pseudopodia? Now pseudopodia are temporary outgrowths of protoplasm from any part of the body. So you can see these are some pseudopodia and these are some outgrowths, and these are temporary outgrowths because they can make these outgrowths and they can withdraw these outgrowths. So these are some temporary outgrowths and these are some extended part of the protoplasm, and these can be formed from any part of the cell or any part of the body, you can say. So they are found in naked protozoa. Pseudopodia are mainly found in naked protozoa or protozoa with very thin pellicle. Pseudopodia are made up of ectoplasm, that is the outer part of the cytoplasm or outer part of the protoplasm, and sometimes they may have a core of endoplasm. So types of pseudopodia. Now pseudopodia are of different types. So first is Lobopodia. So Lobopodia are short like these, very short, blunt and finger-like, and they are made up of ectoplasm with a core of endoplasm. An example is amoeba. Next is Falapodia. So Falapodia are very fine long threads and they are branched like these, and they are made up of ectoplasm. Example A. radiosa. Next is Rhizopodia or Reticulopodia. So Rhizopodia or Reticulopodia are very thin, long and they are branched sometimes. So they form a branching network like these which serves as a trap for capturing food. Example Elphidium. Next is Axopodia. So Axopodia are long and stiff threads like these, and they are made up of ectoplasm with a hard axial filament. This is the central axis. This is very hard and this is the filament like structure. So this is filament of endoplasm and these are used for capturing food. Example Actinophorus. Next type of locomotory organ is flagella. So flagella are extremely fine fibers. Flagella originate from the anterior end of the body and they are used for locomotion and capturing food. They are covered by very thin hair-like structure. Those structures are called mastigonium. Now types of flagella. So based on the type of mastigonium or hair-like structures, flagella are of different types. So first is Stichonematic. First type is Stichonematic. So when the mastigoniums are present on one side of the flagella, you can see these hair-like structures are present only one side of the flagella. That time it is called Stichonematic flagellum. Example, flagellum of Euglena. Next type is Pantonomatic. So this is the Pantonomatic type of flagella. So when the masticonyms are present on both sides of the flagella, you can see in both sides of the flagella these hair-like structures or masticonyms are present. That time it is called Pantonomatic flagellum. Example, flagellum of Paranema. Next type of flagella is Acronomatic. This is the acronomatic type of flagella. So when the masticonyms or hair-like structures are absent, you can see here hair-like structures are not found in this type of flagella. So masticonyms are absent and the distal end, this is the distal end of the flagella, this is the proximal end of the flagella. So this distal end of the flagellum ends in a terminal filament. This is the terminal filament. So terminal filament is present in this type of flagella and masticonyms are absent. That time it is called acronomatic flagellum. Example, flagellum of Chlamydomonas. Next type of flagella is Pentachromatic. This is the pentachromatic type of flagella. So when the masticonyms are present on both sides of the flagellum like this, masticonyms are present on both sides of the flagellum and the flagellum ends in terminal filament. So in this case the end of the flagella contains the terminal filament. So this is called pentachromatic flagellum. So masticonyms are present in both sides of the flagellum and the end of the flagella contains the terminal filament. This is the pentachromatic type of flagella. Example, flagellum of Arcolas. Next type of flagella is simple type of flagella. So this is the simple type of flagella. So here both masticonyms or terminal filament are absent. Nothing is present. Hair-like structures are not there. Terminal filament is also absent. That time it is called simple flagellum. Example, flagellum of Chylomonas. Next type of locomotory organ is cilia. So cilia are exactly like flagella in their structure, but they work differently. So cilia are very thin hair-like structure like these. These are cilia, very thin hair-like structure. In some animals, cilia cover the entire body. So in this case, we can see in this picture, cilia cover the entire body. Whereas these are restricted to certain regions in some other animals. So in some animals, you will get cilia that cover the entire body, and in some other animals cilia are found in some certain areas of the body. So the example you can see paramecium. So cilia is found in paramecium.